Alright, it's the end of 2023 and I wanted to share some goals for YouTube that I have for myself. And then I have a sort of kind of announcement for the end of the video. But anyways, let's get started. Number 1, my first goal of the year is to reach 250 subscribers. I think this is pretty realistic. The last big video I made, which was the Love Live video, was pretty well received. I think I went from like 117 subscribers to 136. So if I just keep making content with that similar amount of quality, I think it is a very plausible goal. And obviously, I would love to have as many subscribers as possible, but I think 250 is a good goal that I could either completely fail or I could exceed. So we never know. Goal number 2 is get a video with over 2,000 views. This one I think could be possible. My most viewed video on my channel has around 1,400 views, I think. But the thing is, going into that video, I knew it was going to get way more views than all my other videos because it's a reaction video, and reaction videos are just like the cheat code of YouTube. So I'm not really too proud of that being my most viewed video. I want a video that I work really hard on with a lot of editing and like a lot of research and stuff to get a good amount of views. And I think 2,000 views is plausible. Okay, goal number 3, post at least one video a month. This one is not based on luck like the other two. This one is just based on how much I really want to work on these videos. If we look at my YouTube channel right here, in the past year I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos. And that's not very good for there being 12 months in a year and there's only 7 videos. So I think I really want to get more than one video a month, or at least one video a month. Okay, goal number 4, live stream more and hopefully gain a live stream audience. If you don't know, I just like to do live streaming for fun on this YouTube channel, and so far no one's ever chatted, but I don't do it to like, you know, at least not right now to gain an audience. I just do it so I can play games and put it on the internet, especially without editing too, so that's a big plus of live streaming. But I do want to stream more because it's really fun, and hopefully in the next year I can gain a sizable audience. I think gaining a sizable audience, or at least any audience for live streaming, is the most unrealistic one, but it's very possible. I know it's possible because currently I only stream on YouTube, but I could multi-stream to Twitch, YouTube, Kick, all that stuff, and that'll like multiply my chances of getting an audience by however much percent. So if I really tried, I could gain a good audience. Although I'm not too sure if I want to be known as a streamer. Goal number 5, do more intricate video projects. I don't know if I spelled that word right, but I do want to do better videos. The video I did with Love Live that I mentioned earlier got the best reception out of any of my videos, and it was very fun to make. I really enjoy, first of all, watching this kind of content where a lot of research goes in, a lot of editing goes in, and the types of videos I want to do are a lot of research heavy, and I just narrate over a script about a certain topic. A creator I really admire, and there's a lot of them, but just the first one that popped into my head is Kylie Bogley. She does these like kind of lost media kind of stuff and just weird internet stories and stuff. And this is kind of the content I really always loved, and I do want to make this kind of content. But obviously my channel is focused around anime, and there's a ton of stuff in that sort of genre that is anime related, and there's not too big of a market for that. So I could definitely start making this type of content, because if I love consuming the content, and I love making the content, then doing YouTube would be extremely fun. But obviously I'm not gonna just fully flip a switch as soon as the year starts and just start cranking out that kind of content. And for as long as I can see, I'm gonna continue doing these seasonal anime look-throughs and the best anime of the year, just because they're fun to do. I like looking at this kind of stuff, and it's fun to put on YouTube. But I do want to shift my main focus on this type of content, where I have a topic I want to talk about, and I do a lot of research, I do a lot of script writing, and a lot of editing. Okay, so I'm editing this, and I wanted to elaborate on some of the reasons I wanted to change up the style of content. Is because if you look at, say, my channel banner or the stream layout of my live streams, you can see that it's very reminiscent on how the early 2000s, mid 2000s internet, and I really like that aesthetic, and there's a lot of things, so many things that I could talk about and make videos on, and it's one of my favorite aesthetics to go through. And even if you look here in the background, it's kind of like a 2000s otaku room, which I think is always super cool. I really love looking at the history of the 2000s internet, and there's like an infinite amount of anime related stuff from the 2000s that I could talk about in videos. But anyways, back to the main video. And goal number 6, our very last one, is change my username. So my username on YouTube and most other things has been Purple, Purrpl. But you've probably noticed my handle isn't anything to do with that. My banner isn't anything to do with that. My Twitter, my Twitch, they're all Kyowomi. And I wanted to finally change this because it doesn't really make too much sense if every one of my social medias is this and then just the channel name is that. So at the beginning of the year, I did want to change the name. Things I won't change though are my second channel can stay as this, and I'll definitely still be using the name elsewhere, maybe for different channels on different topics and stuff, or maybe I can just change my second channel to this, just simply this without this stuff. And if you don't know, this channel is just a bunch of like shit posting and memes and random things I like to post, and just things that aren't too high effort. And I also want to go a little bit into the history of this name, because I've had it for a long time. I think I changed it to this in like 2018, which is about a year and a half maybe after I created my account. So this is the very first instance of me using my new channel name. This is a video from 5 years ago, and I think I changed my name because, okay, before I go any further, when I was like a young kid, I used to make Roblox content. That's the first time I ever said this, but yeah, that's the kind of content I used to make. And this video is me announcing that I made a Minecraft channel, which, by the way, is very empty. I've never done anything with it, and it's like literally abandoned. I don't even know the email or the password to this. But anyways, this is the very first time I changed my name to Purple, and it worked well for, 5 years that it's been this. But I think it's time for a change. I don't really like using this name as my username in games or just random stuff anymore. So I think it's finally time for me to change my username. Going back to how I said earlier, where I said I wanted to keep the name and use it for other stuff, is more of like me personally, like how on this is just random stuff like I like to make. And on this Twitter account, which is I've never mentioned, this is more like a personal Twitter account. It's not obviously going to my real life, and you can follow this if you want, but it's just a bunch of random stuff like my other YouTube channel. And I think I'll keep the name Purple for, my personal stuff that's not really too much associated with my main channel. And then my main channel and all my stuff relating to that is Kyowomi, which is this Twitter account. And go follow this Twitter account, by the way. So yeah, that's my goals for this year, and that's a little bit of history on my channel. And that's the big change for my channel, is that I'm gonna be finally changing this username that I've had for the past 5 years. And I never mentioned what my channel name was before this, and I don't think I really want to because it's pretty cringe. It was one I made when I was like 6 years old or something, and I stuck with it for a good amount of time actually. But yeah, that's basically it. If you watch this whole thing through, then thanks, and subscribe so I can hit 250 subscribers before the end of 2024.